apparently we're gonna have someone to install like security alarm. Hey guys, this is Luna over here. I am a real estate agent here in Philadelphia. So in today's video, I'm going to go over 6 questions that I often get in regards to cold calling. So I think I'm just gonna do a Q&A in this video. The first question I always get in my DMs is people asking me like, who do I call when I cold call? And there are 3 groups of people that I call. One is expired and for sale by owner, and then it's just in Mojo, it's the neighborhood search. So I have a farm where I talked about it in the previous video. It's anywhere that's 15 to 20 minutes off radius from my office. I consider these areas my farm. So those are mainly where I target. So these are the 3 groups of people that I call. Second is, what dialer do I use? So I use Mojo dialer. I've only been using Mojo since I started, and it's been so far a great service. I think the monthly bill just for the dialer itself is like $250, and then on top of that you have to kind of add with the list that you are purchasing as well. Third question is, how much is my monthly cost? So I'll say monthly total cost, the neighborhood search for sale by owner expires, add the dialer, it's around like 350-ish. It's gonna be my monthly cost. The return on that is, I have been started cold calling since last year, and right now averaging I can probably get, depends on the month, but averaging I can probably get 1 listing per week, and my average commission check is about like $5,000. So if I put in 30 hours of cold calling, you divide 5,000 divided by 30, it gives me $116 per hour. So that's kind of the standard hour that I'm going for. If I don't spend 1 hour calling, if I'm losing 1 hour, I think it to myself that I'm like pretty much losing $116. So that kind of keeps me more on track with the hours that I put in with cold calling. And the next question is what my daily routine looks like. Basically Monday to Saturday I dedicated more to cold calling. So I come to the office around 10 o'clock. I started, do the follow-ups with the cold leads that I have prior, and then I go over the new expired leads and the new for sale by owner leads. After I run through these, I go straight to cold calling with the geographic numbers that I get. So typically I usually pull like a big list of 1,500 numbers, and I'll go through them as the day goes. So typically I'll finish around like, depending on the day, if I don't have any appointments, I'll go for like 1,000 calls. If I do have appointments, I'll put it anywhere between 2 p.m. or 7 p.m. to set as my appointment. The next question is, what are the mistakes that I have made about cold calling? When I first started, when I was new, I feel like, the maximum that I can do is probably like a 200 numbers, or like, like 2 hours of cold calling. So that was always my standard before. I know one of my friends, Steve, he has been calling for like all day. After I started, pick up a coach, I kind of just wanted to reach my full potential. That's when I really hit the numbers from this year in June up until now. I will try to get 1,000 numbers per day. So that gives me roughly around like 5 to 6 hours to reach the 1,000 calls. And it's been working out really well. I have seen so much returns in the past from my sales. The last question I get is, how do I get rid of the fear of cold calling? So to start off, I think it's definitely a mindset switch. Make sure, like, if you're getting a really bad call, it has nothing to do with you. It's not personal. Maybe that person, you just caught them off guard. It's a bad time. Or it could be personality. There's something wrong with the prospect that you're talking to. Don't ever take it personal. I used to get emotional when people scream at me or when they curse at me. Right now what I do is it's straight business. So if people start getting rude, I just don't put time to it. I just click, no contact, they're dead lead. I don't want to call them again. So if they give me a no, you know, I'll go ahead and I'll ask them like, do you have any plans on moving ever? If they says no, I don't want to move ever, I'm gonna die here, and then I will just trash them as well. But if they say that they're interested in moving anywhere from 1 to 3 years, I consider them as a warm lead, and then I'll set up my next follow-up call. I'll give them a heads up. I'll say, hey, well, that's no problem at all. I'm just gonna, you know, give you a call maybe next year in the springtime, and then meantime I'll send you my magnet business card in the mail. So anything that's from 6 to 1 year, I consider these as hot leads. So I'll follow up with them pretty frequently. I'll send them mail. I'll give them a call in 2 months, and that way, you know, my face can show up in front of them like every single month with my postcard, and then I hit them with a call like within like 2 to 3 month period if they're thinking about selling in 6 months. So that's pretty much summed up with all my cold call questions that I've been receiving frequently. If you guys have any other question, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate you guys all. Please subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.